Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Hello, good afternoon or good evening. It's Saturday night if you're watching us from the Pacific or in California. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Happy viewing, everybody. And if you're watching us in the Philippines, it is a it's a Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. I'm kind of confused because of the change of time. Alam ko kahapon, it confusing as well for Alam Mo Ba with Josh Handuit because you guys were tuning in at 2 p.m. if you're in Manila or in the Philippines. And by the time 2 p.m. hits, we're already halfway to the show. So I sincerely apologize, and it was my mistake because I forgot that there was a change already of time in America, so that affected all the time slot for the shows of PHLV Radio, of course, including my shows. So I tried to correct it this time, and hopefully you guys are aware this time that now it is here instead of the 2 o'clock p.m. I know medyo masasanay din tayo eventually because you're so used for so long that you watch the show at 2 p.m. Now, of course, because of the time difference and the time change, it's gonna be at 1 p.m. on a Sunday. Same day, pero medyo na-advance lang yung time. Instead of 2 p.m., magiging 1 p.m. na. So hopefully you guys could catch up. Meron mga nauna na, I think they got the information or the thing. So it was not my doing or the station's doing, but it is a USA thing that it's done. Well, a lot of people are asking, bakit nag-change yung time unlike in other countries? Because in the US, what they do is, if they don't do the change of time, the daylight saving time, especially now this season, it's really very dark by the time, so they have to adjust it to make sure that there's a logic to that, and of course the powers that be that knows that, and there's always this thing that it's going to be changed eventually, but hindi po talaga nangyayari. So it was my mistake. Oh, si Emma Consul is watching us from Carson, California. Happy viewing, Emma. And yes, you're right. I'm back in the Philippines. I'm in Manila. So wish you were here. Aba, meron si Rosana, hindi na siya team replay. Happy viewing, Rosana. Rosana Millar Barrera is the singing dentist from Calamba, Laguna. And of course, she's based now in Doha, Qatar, and she is an instructor, and of course, she's not practicing dentist, but more of a dental instructor for some universities. And of course, she sings too, and she does a lot of Benny Saturno songs, and she's been guesting, and I guested her already on my other show. So happy viewing to you, Rosanna. And she is watching from Doha, Qatar. And of course, we have Cha Marcos also watching us from Manila. And then it's watching and so happy viewing sa inyo. And alam ko, maraming humahabol kasi akala na 2 p.m. talaga. And of course, if you're watching us in different parts of the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, and of course, happy viewing to our team share as well as our team replay. So it's no problem if you are not able to watch us tonight. Habol na lang kayo at it's gonna be a fun show. Maganda yung show ngayon kasi talagang I'll tell you a little story about it in a minute. Sabi ni Rosana, watching with Katrina Poblete Salo. My gosh, si Katrina is also just like Rosana, reaching us from Doha, Qatar as well. And like what I've said, si Katrina is the mom of Ayana Poblete, who's making a lot of noise, positive noise, of course, in UK. And she has, I don't know if it's still ongoing, it's The Flood. It's a play what was produced by her company, and that's gonna be really cool. And you need to hopefully you are not losing me, because the internet here in the Philippines is kind of erratic sometimes, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we could survive our show tonight. Now also, again, a lot of people are asking if my background is it's a wallpaper. No, just again to let you guys know, I am in my mother's home in the Philippines. So ito ganyan po yung kanyang bahay, ang kanyang. So it's not like a wallpaper. So yung mga nagtatanong from yesterday and also today, kasi I guess they like it, and I know my mother will be so happy and thrilled that you're making all these wonderful comments about her home, and I know she's be ecstatically watching us from heaven. Yun. So if you're watching us, we are live on PHLV Radio YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber yet, please do subscribe by liking, sharing, and if you could hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted every time we're on. And of course, we want and we encourage you to be part of our subscribers, so it will be a fun and so win-win for everybody. And also we are live, of course, on PHLB Radio Facebook page, as well as in different podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And if you're using Alexa Fire TV, what you do is look for PHLB Radio channel, and if you are one of those techie that you're using if you're using Amazon Fire TV, look for the PHLB Radio channel. Support for the show and shows of PHLB Radio. Naku, ang ganda ng storya natin today. So yung mga manonood, this will be a very, very interesting show today. Itatago natin ang ating letter sender sa pangalang Migs. Okay? And he is 27 years old. Tapos yung isa nating character ay tatago natin sa pangalang Marco, M-A-R-C-O, Marco, and he's 30 years old. At magandang istorya. So ang episode for tonight, the title is Naubos na ang luha ko. Okay, again, naubos na ang luha ko, meaning no more tears in English. So simulan na natin. So yung sana yung makahabol, and I need all your help, lalo ng mga nanonood. Yan, Rosana, of course si Katrina, tapos si Cha, and si Emma. Naku, kailangan ko mga tulong nyo. At ito ay yung mga loves lost. Yan, ganyan. Ako, dami pa naghahabol sa akin private. Okay. Let's go. Okay, ito na. Dear Kuya Josh, magandang umaga, tanghali o gabi sa iyo. In short, good day sa iyo. Maraming salamat, and I hopefully nasa mabuti kang kalagayan. And good luck sa mga shows mo at mga projects mo in the future. Kuya Josh, I really like your shows. Yung both shows mo ay pinapanood ko. I'm one of those na talagang silent muna ako. I am just listening in the background, and most of the time I am doing the replay, team replay din ako. Congratulations sa PHLB Radio for having a show like yours. Talagang kinakapulutan ko ng aral ito. Para ito ay just like everyone else, it's a weekly habit for me. Dahil nga, minsan talaga, like what you said, nakakatawa yung mga comments, at the same time, ang dami kong napupulot na mga aral at mga lessons na applicable in my daily life. I never expected na susulat ako sa'yo. I never knew that one day I will be the subject of your show. But I think I'm reaching out sa'yo at sa viewers and sa listeners para ka makahingi ng konting opinion at comments kung ano ang what I should do or if I'm doing the right thing. Kuya Josh, itago mo na lang ako sa pangalang Migs. I'm 27 years old at ako ay isang Serena. Meaning po, ako ay isang Becky. Pero hindi po ako halata, lalaking-lalaki po ako ang anyo, pero malambot po ako. Ako ay nagtapos ng koleyo, ng college sa isang university here at solong anak ako. Sakit man siguro sa magulang ko na yung aking pagkatao, pero tanggap naman nila ako. I'm one of those people na so blessed na instead of being ostracized and being criticized at itinatakwil ng magulang, tanggap ako. I came out right after college at sinabi kong isa akong Serena. And that didn't change the love of my parents to me. At yun po ang isang blessing na masasabi kong talagang super blessed ako. Kuya Josh, one thing that na I learned in life is kailangan kang maging disente para kagalangin. I am not one of those na very flamboyant at saka masyadong maingay when I'm in public. Kung hindi mo kilala ako, hindi mo mahalata na ako ay isang Serena. Kumbaga in other parlance o ibang kwento o ibang sinasabi ng tao, berde ang dugo ko. Kuya Josh, sumulat ako, like what I said earlier, is to tell you, parang nahihirapan na ako sa love life ko. The other day, iyak ako ng iyak kasi feeling ko, lagi na lang akong inaagawan ng mga boylet o boyfriend ko o jowa in Tagalog o boyfriend. Jowa ang tawag po namin sa aming mga gusto. One of the thing too na kakaiba sa akin, I don't want to have relationship. I don't want relationship with another gay guy. Gusto ko lalaki. So tanggap ko naman, Kuya Josh, kung itong magiging boyfriend ko o naging boyfriend ko ay magkagusto sa babae. Because alam ko namang hindi ako ganap na babae. So tanggap ko yon at malinaw yon from the onset, from the get-go. Hindi issue sa akin ang pambababae o kung magkaroon siya ng girlfriend, basta alam ko meron kaming mutual understanding. Now, here goes what the problem is. Meron akong kaibigan, ang pangalan niya ay si Marco. Si Marco ay 30 years old at medyo mayamang, galing sa mayamang o may kayang pamilya. Ang problema, Kuya Josh, ang ramdam kong inggit na inggit sa akin si Marco. Bakit ka mo? Dahil every time I would know, or he would know rather, he would know na meron akong jowa, Marco would try to steal, agawin ang aking jowa. It so happened that hindi ko napansin what he was trying to do. Because kahit kami ay from the same place in Quezon City, ang tendency ay kinaibigan niya ako. Ako naman, thinking na gusto lang makipagkaibigan sa akin ng Marco, umuo ako at pinakilala ko siya sa aking mga kaibigan. What Marco didn't know is alam kong berde rin ang dugo niya. Pero mas malala siya sa akin dahil naka-aparador siya. Meaning, closeted. Nagtatago siya sa aparador. Meaning, hindi siya lantad. Pero alam na alam ko, at ito ay isang open secret dito sa amin, na isa siyang Serena as well. Serenang may kotse, Serenang may pera. So ang ginagawa niya ay binilibre niya ang mga tao dito, lalo na ang mga kalalakihan. Pinapainom kahit na ang mga below age of reason. below of age. Siguro, I guess what Migs is saying is yung mga bata. Okay? Now, what happened is, nakilala niya yung boyfriend ko. At hindi siya nag-auto-billing, pina-private message niya. Hindi niya alam na yung boyfriend ko ay sinusumbong sa akin. At first, it didn't really worried me because stable naman ang aking relasyon with my jowa. However, as always, nasilaw yung boyfriend ko, nasilaw sa kinang ng salapi dahil binibigyan niya ito ng allowance every day, sundot hatid sa school. At may mga promises pang mga motorsiklo na ibibigay. Lahat ng pangako, Kuya Diyos, ay napako dahil wala siyang ginawa kundi panay OPM or promise me. Nasaktan ako nung una kong nalamang ng agaw itong Marco na to, ang kapal ng mukha niya. Ngunit I moved on dahil sabi mo nga in one of your shows, life has to move on. So, hindi nagtagal, I met another guy, another person. Itago mo na lang sa pangalang Joaquin. So ito pa ay pangalawang boyfriend ko. At alam ko na kami na for a while, safe na safe ako. Ngunit itong si Marco, kung hindi ba naman katikatihan, wala na naman siyang ginawa kundi i-private message na naman itong si Joaquin. At first, siyempre si Joaquin, dahil nga karelasyon ko, it didn't really bothered him at first. So I was so confident na nothing is going on until one day, Kuya Josh, one day I found out na nagkakaroon na sila ng mga secret meeting or eyeball, only to find out na nilalandi na naman ni Marco si Joaquin. So ang sakit-sakit nito para sa akin. It's happening again. Wala akong ginawa, Kuya Diyos, kung hindi umiyak, humagulgol. Mistulang naubos na ang luha ko dahil hindi ko matanggap na lahat ng akin ay pinipilit niyang agawin. Lahat ng mga jowa ko ay pinipilit niyang makuha. Hindi ko alam why Marco is like that o kung anong intensyon niya. Naiinggit ba siya sa akin? Kuya Diyos, simple lang ang buhay namin. Payak na pamumuhay, nagtatrabaho ko ng tama. Hindi ako pinalaki na para mang-agaw. Pero itong Marco na to, dahil nga may kaya, piling niya, kaya niyang bilhin ang mga tao sa paligid. Ang kasamaan, marami sa mga jowa at kalalakihan dito sa amin ay payak din ang pamumuhay. Hindi ko alam kung susugurin ko siya o aawayin itong Marco o si Marco. Ngunit, sabi mo nga in one of your shows, do not go down or stoop down to someone's level dahil it is not right and proper for a lady or for a queen to do such. Kuya Josh, like what you had said time and time again, wag pumato sa mga starlet dahil isa na akong star sa lugar namin. People want me, they appreciate me, and they respect me. Ako'y hinahangaan at meron akong a little influence dito sa aming lugar. But what pains me is walang humpay o non-stop na panggagamit at pang-i-invite nitong Marco sa mga kaibigan ko at mga katropa. Gustong-gusto ko siyang sugurin, gustong-gusto ko siyang awayin, gustong-gusto ko siyang sabunutan, ngunit I am not gonna do that because baka lumaki pa ang issue. Kaya naisipan kong to write you a letter para makaroon ng advice, opinion, at kuro-kuro on what I should do. Kuya Josh, please naman patulong kasi talagang iba-iba ang kinukwento at sinasabi sa akin ng aking mga kaibigan. Yung iba gusto akong manugod, yung iba gusto akong mang-away, natatakot naman ako kasi nga minsan gusto ko siyang awayin at sugurin pero meron siyang sasakyan. Baka mamaya sagasaan niya ako. So, patulong kung anong dapat kong gawin. Patulong at bigyan mo ako ng opinion on what I should do and what you could recommend. Ang walang humpay at sawang tagapakinig at tagapanood ng mga shows mo. Si Migs. Ayan, naku. Ay, kaya muna, before anything else, happy viewing kay Marky and Trudit Show. Si Marky ay watching us just like si Rosana at si Katrina is watching us from Doha, Qatar. Marky is a nurse in Doha, Qatar. Happy viewing, Katrina. Teka muna. So, summarize natin para doon sa mga huli at yung mga nagtatype ngayon ng dapat nating advice kay Migs. Si Migs, she said, is 27 years old. Teka, 27 years old, single, at isa siyang Serena. Serena means isa siyang Becky, isa siyang babae na trap sa isa siyang gay na trap sa, they always say na trap sa katawan ng lalaki. Okay, tapos yung isa niyang kino-complain ay yung kanyang kaibigan o dating kaibigan na si Marco. Hey, happy viewing, Kuya J. Rivera. Kuya J. Rivera is one of the anchor of PHLV Radio. Happy viewing to you, and of course, he's based in Las Vegas. So what happened is smooth sailing. So he is the only child of the family, and alam na. And one of the things na he is so proud of is when he came out to his parents, hindi nagkaroon ng issue. There was no drama whatsoever. At he was accepted. Si Marco, si Migs, he was accepted ng pamilya. Diba? Normally, sabi nga, in any family, there's always a reaction. If you come out gay or lesbian, it's either they hate you, they love you. In his particular case, Migs' case, the acceptance was there. So parang nabuhayan siya ng loob na even the father accepted his sexuality. Okay, pero sinasabi rin ni Migs, unlike other gays or another Becky or another Serena, he is one of those na very respectable, very discreet, very decent. So hindi siya flamboyant at loud when he goes to public. And the reason why he wrote to us a letter is because this Marco person na kiniibigan siya. Marco is 30 years old at isa siyang kloseta. Parang may bitbit siyang aparador. Meaning, he's closeted gay. Hindi alam sa kanilang lugar na gay siya. Pero, he is from I guess, rich family dahil may sasakyan. What Marco daw is doing is kinaibigan niya si Migs. So, he befriended Migs to get to Migs' friends. At the same time, dumating yung time na yung jowa o boyfriend ni Migs ay inagaw ni Marco dahil nga nasilaw daw ng pera o yung attention o yung mga bagay na libre-libre at pinapakain and all that. So itong boyfriend niya na hindi naman pinangalanan nakuha ni Marco. So yun ang iniyakan niya. It seems like he went through that depression mode until nagkaroon siya ng panibagong love life with the person of Joaquin. Pero ang kino-complain niya, while he had moved on, itong si Migs ay naka-move on na sa kanyang pagkabigo, for the failed relationship with the first boyfriend. here comes again, same routine, pini-PM o private message na naman ni Marco itong kanyang boyfriend na si Joaquin. At first he was not bothered, but dumating yung point na naman na nag-PPM na naman. His question is, ano ba ang problema ni Marco? Because wala naman daw siyang yaman, meaning si Migs, he is just working, payak na pamuhay, simple life. Pero feeling niya, inaagaw ni Marco ang lahat ng mga not only boyfriend, pati kaibigan. So, naiinggit ba siya? Naiinggit daw ba si Marco sa kanya? Ano raw dapat ikainggitan sa kanya? Ano ba dapat niyang kainggitan? At parang gustong-gusto ni Marco na makuha lahat ng mga bagay, tao na nakapaligid kay Migs. So, yun ang kanyang the whole story in a summary. Now, what the reasons why he wrote to us, itong si Migs, is to inquire, ano ba yung dapat niyang gawin? Some people kasi around him, mga friends niya, sabi, sugurin, dapat daw awayin. Pero sabi niya, narinig niya in one of our shows, at maraming salamat, Migs, maraming salamat. Sabi nga niya, I normally would say na if you're not in the same level, don't stoop down to that person. Kasi parang kung star ka na, like in this case, star na siya, what it means is, wag mo papatulan dahil nagkakaroon sila ng panibagong popularity. Kasi kumbaga, if you are already an influencer, you already made, pag pumatol ka sa mga, I call them starlet, o mga nobody, nagiging somebody sila kasi nagkakaroon sila ng a sense of importance. And that's what I always tell people, kapag may umaaway sa'yo, kung hindi mo ka-level, just laugh it off. Just look at them and say, God bless you. And hindi karapat dapat, or it's not even worth it to have a fight. Why? Because you're not in the same wavelength, and that person might be wealthy or might have, like in this case, may kotse, pero that doesn't mean that person, regardless of their wealth, they have class and bearing. O sabi nga, hindi nabibili ang class, hindi napapagtuturo yan. It's either you got it or you don't. At lalo na ang behavior ng tao nasa pagpapalakihan ng magulang. Let's see now muna. Sabi ni Katrina Poblete Salom, sabi niya, good morning po. Good morning din sa'yo. Sabi ni Rosana Miller Barrera, well, pagdating sa pag-ibig, gaya ng sabi ni Florante, hahamakin ng lahat, makuha ka lang. Talaga si Rosana, talaga you could tell singer ka talaga. At talagang, so Rosana, so anong dapat gawin itong ating naanggapit gawin ni Migs? Tapos sabi niya, idinagdag pa niya, natawa siya, ha. Nangyari yan sa magkaibigan, nangyayari yan sa magkaibigan, even magkadugo. Talk to him, pero maayos. After that decision niya ng boyfriend mo, at least, mas maaga malaman mo kung ano ang talagang intention niya sa'yo. Uy, okay yun Rosana. Kasi sabi niya, nangyayari yan sa lahat, I guess. Tapos sabi niya, kahit sa magkaibigan, kahit sa magka-relative or magkadugo. So I guess Rosana's suggestion, Migs, is to talk to him. Kausapin mo si Marco. Huwag mong awayin, pero kausapin ng maayos, mahinahon. Tapos, sinasabi rin ni Rosana, suggestion niya, technically if you think about it, it's the decision of your current boyfriend. Kasi at least, kung talagang nasilaw na naman siya sa kinang ng salapi, sabi mo nga, then at least you could count your losses. While it's still early in the relationship, alam mo nang it doesn't have to be Marco, pero eventually in life, there will be someone bigger, more beautiful, more rich than you, at baka sabi nga, hindi man yung tao na yon, pero ibang tao ang gagawin pa rin sa'yo ng boyfriend mo. That's why Rosana was saying, dapat malaman mo kung ano talaga intention ng jowa mo. Yan. Wala sa'yo ang control. Meaning, wala sa'yo yung control ng feelings kung sasama yung BF mo or not. Now, teka, ito pa. Si Katrina naman. Naku, panay mga Doha people natin ha. Sabi ni Katrina, just look at the brighter side of it. Practice professionalism, shrugged it off, and always remember to let your achievements make the noise. In short, deadmahin mo na lang. In short, deadmahin mo na lang, girl. Kahit irritating minsan. Uy! Ganda, Katrina. I love that. So sabi niya, yung practice professionalism and shrug it off. And always remember, sabi nga nila, the best way to combat o yung parang di naman makaganti is make your success your vengeance. Meaning, kung alam mong may kaya nga ito si Marco, ikaw naman ay payak na pamuhay, strive to be better. Strive to accomplish something in life. Kasi imagine mo, like what you said, Migs, ngayon pa lang, with your simple life, simple living, parang ikaw na yung idol ni Marco. Parang gusto niya yung buhay mo, maging buhay niya. At imagine mo, he is getting these friends of yours dahil nililibre niya o binibilhan niya, ginagamit niya the mighty peso para lang makuha yung sympathy. Unlike you, you're just being yourself, you're just being you, at naka-attract mo tong mga tao. That is such a pitiful life. Kaawa-awa yung mga taong they're trying to buy people just to like them. What a miserable life it could be or it is. Simply because, imagine mo for you to attract people to be on your side, to be with you, they succumb, they utilize their wealth just to entice, just to make sure that they become friends with your group or even to entice your boyfriend to be his. That is such a pitiful life, di ba? Parang hindi ba niya raramdaman, and hopefully someday Marco would see this or by accident or may magpadala ng link. Marco, that is so sad to go through life using your wealth or whatever little wealth you have and to attract people to like you. That's not what friendship is about. Ang pagkakaibigan, hindi kailangan pera-pera. Sure, of course, there's some people who would be attracted to you. There are some people who would like to be associated with you. Pero di ba, what a sorry life if that was the basis of your friendship, yung pera-pera. Because wala talagang pure essence yung why this person would want or these people would want to be around you. Dahil nga alam siguro nila na manlilibre ka, Marco. Pero imagine mo, think about that, Migs. In your case, sabi mo nga, kahit hindi ka, you're just a simple person with a simple job, pero people are gravitating to you simply because of who you are. And that's already a plus. Kaya siguro kinainggitan ka ni Marco o gusto ni Marco maging in the same stature or in the same level as you. So that in itself, sabi nga mas mabuti na ikaw ang kinaiinggitan kesa ikaw ang naiinggit. It's better that you are the one being envied as opposed to your being envious of other people. Okay? Tapos gusto ko yung sinabi ni Katrina. In short, deadmahin mo na lang, girl, kahit irritating minsan. You know, sabi ka, learn the art of deadma. Kasi minsan yung mga tao, even in my own experience, sometimes, Migs, people would try to get into your skin, get into your nerve, Pero pag hindi mo pinapansin and you are such a good actor and you pretend as if you are unbothered, yan ang new word now eh. If you're unbothered, kahit na deep inside you're a little bothered by what is happening, pero if your facade, yung out of your other, the way you show to people na hindi ka nababother nung issue, yung taong gumagawa sa iyo ng nakakairita o gumagawa sa iyo ng masama, for sure lalo silang naiinis, lalo silang nabubuisit because it seems like you're unbothered, you don't give it the time of day. Imagine mo kung talagang tinutuya ka, tapos talagang this Marco is trying to get to you, or to get yung parang mabother ka, tapos here you are la and parang nonchalant ka lang, kalos ka lang sa mga ganap-ganap. Imagine mo yung nangiinis sa'yo, yung nambubuli sa'yo, o yung hurt na akala niya it's costing you, and of course you are a good pretender, you are a good actor na, and you're showing that face na as if you don't care. Imagine mo yung inis lalo niya kasi parang habang ginagawa niya yung mga bagay na sa tingin niya ay makaka-hurt sa'yo, and here you are, could care less about it. Imagine the boomerang effect of such to Marco na parang itong ikaw, Migs, are unbothered. Parang, ay nako, whatever you say about me, I don't care. Whatever you do, I don't care. Imagine mo, parang hindi siya nagtatagumpay with his intention of hurting, of making it difficult for you, or to say the least, to irritate you. Mas nakakairita yun kay Marco na hindi mo pinapakitang nababother ka o that you care. Okay. Si Flora Saison. Si Flora, of course, is the lovely wife of Johan Saison. Johan, of course, is the owner of PHLV Radio based in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tapos, si Doms Sepagan or Sepagan. Si Doms is a friend of mine and based also in Antipolo. Okay, masarap ang mga kasoy at mga suman dyan. Flora, hopefully you're doing much better. Last time I heard is you're recuperating for something, and I wish and I pray that you will recover and the healing will be as fast as one could imagine. Okay, let's go back. Sino pang mga iyahay natin dito? So yun. Now, one thing na nakakatuwa is yung sinabi mo na kahit na gay ka, you were accepted by your parents. Alam mo, there was already one story that we covered here in the station or in the show that talk about that. Kasi you're lucky, like what you said, because sometimes it does not work that way. May mga alam ako personally na when they came out, they were ostracized not only by their immediate family but with the clan. Kumbaga, pinalayas at hindi siya naintindihan. So lucky for you, Migs, that's why you really need to count your blessing because bihira yan as much na it is kasi minsan kasi we're not to judge, but sometimes they don't understand that aspect of life. Siyempre may mga frustration and hindi mo maaalis yan sa isang magulang kasi sometimes, and I had a good talk with a parent, sinabi ko bakit parang hindi mo matanggap, and then of course I was enlightened. Sinabi niya, Kuya Josh, hindi ko siya matanggap not because I don't appreciate na gay, serena, tomboy yung anak ko or anything else, because I am more worried for him or her future. Meaning, imagine mo yung bullying na aabutin ng anak ko. Yung sabi ko sa kanya, do sa magulang, then you should communicate that to your son or to your daughter para alam nila na may pinanggagalingan. It is a place out of love, hindi place out of anger or out of hate. But at the end of the day, you care enough your son and your daughter to feel that way. Kasi you need to communicate. It is important that you come clean to to your son or your daughter who might have a different lifestyle. Kasi nga, minsan kasi pag in-ostracize mo, ang tendency, the blame is on the kid, on the person, because they felt like hindi mo ma-accept or hindi ma-accept ang kanilang sexuality simply because hindi talaga katanggap-tanggap in society. But people need to understand, especially yung mga concern, lalo yung mga bata o yung mga may ibang preferences, na parents sometimes acted differently, not because they don't love you less. Actually, you need to understand, sometimes our parents, they would act not according to what we expect because this was born out of love. Dahil like in this particular case, that was so enlightening for me. Ang tinanong ko sa kanya, yun nga, bakit panilayas niya yung anak niya? Because naawa siya sa anak niya. What would the society would do to him, him or her, yung paano tatangkabin ng society. What I advise that parent is, the more you should communicate to your son, the more you should communicate to your daughter na I am doing this not to hurt you, but I am trying to protect you. Pero pag hindi mo communicate, it would have a different negative connotation at mariread niya differently otherwise. Yeah, happy viewing kay Kenneth Laurente. Kenneth Laurente is a very good singer based in Los Angeles. He's part of the group. It's an a cappella group called Trio. Ayan, I think I'll guess them one of these days. Definitely happy viewing to you, Kenneth. Of course, si Dr. Edwin Fortuno is watching also. He is a doctor practicing yung geriatrics doctor and also a instructor at the Fatima School of Medicine. Yan. And of course, Dr. Fortuno or Edwin, a friend of mine, is the owner and proponent, of course, with his sister of Calmara. One of these days, now that I'm here in Manila, I will come visit and I'll do a full show in Calmara and we'll show all the beautiful. It's Calmara, dun sa mga Filipinos abroad, this is a place you need to stay. Di ba, going to Tagaytay sometimes it's really crowded and it's masyadong matraffic and all that. Now, if you go to Calmara, it's in Tanay, which is north, I think north of Manila, and it's only an hour, another 45 minutes away, and the weather is really nice. It's very cold, it's very cool, and fresh fruits you could either. And Calmara is one of those resorts that you could really. They have several. We call it in my world we call it kibbutz, but in this it's a villa that you could rent out. It's a villa, it's home, and there's an infinity pool, and of course it's only I think 8 to 10 minutes from the Kak waterfalls. It's really a sight to see. But don't worry, guys, I will definitely have full show, a full-fledged show in Calmara, and we'll show all the amenities and all that. And of course, that is brought to you by the Fortuno family, especially Dr. Edwin Fortuno. Tapos sabi niya, hello for sure, Dr. Edwin, I will come visit you. Sabi niya, yes, visit us, please. Okay, I'm trying to do as much on the business side, pero hopefully in the next week or so, I would be able to up and about to have to be driven to Calmara and that. And for sure, it is one side to see. Ang laki na ng improvement. I saw some pictures, and we tried to post it on my Facebook page and other social media outlets, at marami talagang kahanga-hanga. So I was talking to another doctor last night, and he was saying that his family stayed in Calmara and they had the best time. So I will do a full review, as well as I will do a highlight, and I will cover and I will go live in Calmara one of these days for our show in Alam Mo Ba. And hopefully you got to see Dr. Fortuno live as well. And he's really not only a very good doctor, but a very good businessman as well. And of course, hopefully we could do that soon. But there will be an announcement once we do that. And going back sa ating letter sender na si Migs. So Migs, count your blessings. Okay, that's what one of my biggest advice to you. Count your blessings. Secondly, wag kang papatol. Like what I will repeat again myself. Hindi ka patol-patol. You are not in the same level as Marco. If Marco is doing the hanky-panky of parang kumbaga ginagawa niya is to buy people, it's okay. It's a temporary thing because at the end of the day, pera-pera lang on his part. But push come to shove, yung mga tao ay sayo pa rin because genuine yung pagkakaibigan mo sa kanila. It was not born out of libre-libre or good time, but it is more based on relationship, based on understanding. Meron at wala, you guys are friends. Now, as far as sabi mo nga inaagaw ang boyfriend mo, let it be. And I'll echo what Katrina was saying. At this early stage, kapag naagaw ang jowa mo o ang boyfriend mo sa'yo, then it's just proof the intention this person, this boyfriend of yours, the intention has for you. Kasi kung hindi man si Marco ang gagawa niyan, yung lure, pagtetempt sa boyfriend mo, there'll be other people on earth who would do the same thing. So buti like what Katrina was saying, and like I would repeat it will happen not necessarily with Marco, but with other people as well. Because now that you know the intention, so cut your losses. That's my take on that. Tapos, wag kang papato, wag mong awayin kasi ang pangit pag ikaw yung nanunugod. Firstly, bakit manunugod if it takes two to tango? Kahit nasabi nga, kahit anong tukso, whatever temptation, whatever material things being given to your boyfriend or your significant other, if that person is unwavering or yung relasyon niya sa'yo is solid, I don't think it would make any difference. Kaya lang, pag masyadong material din yung significant other mo, doon nakakaproblema. Kasi it means that hindi stable or hindi solid yung relasyon nyo with each other. Because if a person, whether it's male-male, male-female, female-male, as long as the relationship is stable, the relationship is strong, sabi nga, it cannot be waived, it cannot be shaken if it is really built on a strong foundation. So in this particular case, maybe talagang you need to do an introspection, you need to sit down and analyze things kasi sabi nga paulit-ulit, it's been repeated time and time again na lagi kang naaagawan. In this particular case, this Marco person is the protagonist of such. Okay? So, let's see kung meron pang mga comments. Yan. So, yun ang ano mo. Tapos, third na yon. Fourth, one, be prayerful. Dasalan mo yan. Kasi like what I said to a good friend last night, prayers do move mountain, and I believe that. Any problems you might have, any challenges that you might have in life, it can be solved. Prayers are the weapons of our life. Sabi nga, if you're going to a combat, if you're going to a war, di ba, you bring a rifle, you bring the machine gun, or you bring a bazooka. But in life, when you battle the battlefield of life, in my book, for me, prayers, because nobody can really fight against a prayerful person. Sabi nga, magunaw na lahat, mabuho na lahat. But if you are a prayerful person and you believe, you trust, and you surrender all your problems or your insecurities, all your questions, if you just believe and you trust and you surrender that, it is practically a done deal, meaning the solution will be in time will be given to you. Yan. Tingnan pa natin kung sino pa yung mga letter sender natin dito. So, again, just for clarification and disclaimer, opinions, advice, and comments that are being discussed or were discussed earlier is not a reflection on the owners or management of PHLV Radio. Ito po ay napapag-usapan lang natin. Also, I guess you notice that I am not judging the relationship of Migs with a boyfriend, and I'm not about to judge. You have your own conscience. You know, matanda na kayo. You know what's right and wrong. I am not about to be judgmental. At the end of the day, whatever you do in your life, you are answerable to the person, the supreme being that you adore, that you respect. I am not about to tell you that your lifestyle is wrong. I am not in that position. Who's to tell? I am not about to judge you, because at the end of the day, you will be judged by your conscience. At the end of the day, it's between you and your God, and the life and the mode and the way you live your life. Yan. Yun ang whole essence of our show today. Kaya nga yung title mong naubos ng luha mo, well, it's common na talagang iiyak ka. It's a new normal human behavior, human reaction, that when you're hurt, especially when you are hurt emotionally, talagang tears talaga, iiyak ka talaga, hagulgul ka, at talagang masakit yan sa dibdib. Pero remember what Maya Angelou said, tears are the sweat of the soul. Imagine mo, di ba, it's so beautiful, yung luha daw ng nating mga tao ito ay pawis ng ating kaluluwa. What a way, di ba, how poetic that could be. And that came from the famous Angelou, okay? So, it is just, the tears are the sweat of the soul. What a way to such a description. So yun ang ating buod. So it's okay to cry, it's okay to be hurting, it's okay, things will get better in time. Sabi nga, in His perfect time, not your time. So ano lang, echo again natin yung sinabi ni Katrina, practice deadmahin mo lang. It's things are gonna get better, and kahit irritating, ano ka lang, forge forward, because at the end of the day, all your problems in the world will just fall into its proper place. And by when you look at it, by the steps, one foot on top of or in front of the other, by the time you realize nakarating ka na sa iyong paroroonan or the destination that you hope for yourself. Yan. So that's the whole essence of our show tonight. And I'm hoping that na kapulutan ng aral, especially alam ko Migs nakikinig ka, at alam ko tatawagan mo ako later for sure, now that you guys know that I'm here, and of course it's public naman ang aking Facebook page. So I am getting more and more na they want me to have coffee with them, because instead of writing, they just want me to tell the story, and that's okay too. I sisingit ko lang ang ating time. If my time permits, I could easily go for coffee with you anytime if you have difficulty in writing us and all that. At doon sa mga constant letter sender naman natin, maraming salamat po. I am in awe of gratitude. Talagang parami mga letters. Ako yun medyo and some if I don't really read your letter, because minsan kapareho lang ng naging problema, so what I do, or sa naging issue, so what I do is I try to find that similarity in past shows, at yun ang pinapadala ko doon sa letter sender, unless merong uniqueness yung letter or something na hindi pa namin na-discuss, kasi we don't want also to bore our listeners and viewers of letters na parang may similarity. So, and I know it was not deliberate. I know it was not intentional on your part to do such, but I'm just using my own discretion. But normally I would text you or email you as well about why that particular letter was not read or was not discussed on air. Simply because one, there's already a show that we did, because you get to remember, we're already going to our third or fourth year. Yeah, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, third year of our show and of Dear Kuya Josh. And siyempre, there's a possibility na mga may repeat. So, yeah. So, I hope you do understand. Doon sa mga ating listeners naman, maraming salamat po. Wala na talaga ako masabi. I am lost of words of gratitude, words of gratitude to tell you how appreciative I am personally of the support that you're showing, not only to the shows but also to me personally. Maraming salamat. And as always, before I close any shows, I always tell and advise people to be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness. Kahit minsan talaga nakakainis. Meron talaga mga factors around you, and it's out of your control na talagang they're there to piss you off. But just be kind, and because you can never go wrong with kindness. And one of these days I'll have a full show to tell you why I keep saying please do any act of kindness to other people, because any act of kindness that you do to people, it will come back to you in so many ways, in different times, in different situations, and that's pretty guaranteed. And I will discuss with you why I said that once everything settled, and it's really something that you guys will guys would understand better. So if you thank you pala sa mga nag-watch kahapon ng live namin. We covered the first concert back after 8 years ng Philippine American Prince of Pop, and that's Garth Garcia, who is currently based in Los Angeles and is very active in the concert scene in Los Angeles or in different parts or different states in the U.S. And that was a good discussion. Yung mga hindi nakapanood, please do watch, because it was a very good show. It was a lot of fun, and of course, after 8 years being away from the country, he came back with a show back home. And it was held at the Music Museum March 9 on a Saturday, and it was a sold-out event. So, Garth Garcia, congratulations. More shows to come for you, and more blessings, of course, not only to you, to your children, and to your wife, in entire family. So, thank you so much, and I will see you next week. For now, Kuya Josh will be signing off. And again, thank you for all those people who watched today live. Si La Rosana, si Doc Edwin, si Kuya G, si Kenneth Laurente, si Flora Saison, si Emma Consul, si Rosana Milar Barrera, si Dom Sepagan, si Katrina Poblete Salom, of course, my good friend Rosana Milar Barrera, si Cha Marcos, si Dems si Ernie, and then and much more na hindi nag-shout out. So for now, Kuya Josh is tuning up. Maraming salamat again. Be safe, you guys. Have a wonderful weekend next week. Keep safe, and God bless us all. And I will tune out for now, but I will see you next Friday on Alam Mo Ba with Josh and DeWitt, which is now 12 noon in the Philippines, but it's still 9 p.m. in the U.S. in Pacific. And of course, Dear Kuya Josh now is at 1 o'clock, same day, but it's now just 1 hour earlier compared to the old schedule that we had. So again, maraming salamat po. I keep knocking off my phone here. So again, God bless us all, and happy day and viewing to everybody. And be safe and be blessed. Bye-bye, everybody. See you.